the new covenant was not made with the church. Yeah, exactly. New covenant's not made with the church, right? The new covenant is made with Israel and Judah. Judah then all of a sudden goes away. Why? I think because Judah and Israel come back together and are one entity in the end, right? So you only have Israel. Israel is the one that the new covenant is made with. And of course, my belief and my view that I have totally taken from my father who taught me this, that we believe in enlargement theology. If you are a Gentile or if you are part of the quote-unquote church and you come to faith in the Messiah Yeshua, you don't replace Israel. You become part of Israel. You enlarge Israel. I think that this, I see this now as clear as day throughout the scriptures. I think this is one of the main tenets of one law theology, right? This enlargement theology that goes along with it. We believe that there's one law for everyone because the scriptures say it, right? I was reading Numbers 15 last night with my son, and it says it throughout there, and it's not having to do with Passover, right? There's one law for you and the stranger who sojourns among you. There's not two laws, there's one. It says it multiple times in there. Anyway, so enlargement theology. The new covenant is given to Israel. So if you've attached yourself to Israel, then what's going on? If you've attached yourself to Israel, you're part of the new covenant through the blood of Messiah. Now, of course, the question is, my father had a teaching called, "What's so new about the new covenant?" A great question. Okay, let's go to Jeremiah 31:31. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and the house of Judah, not like the covenant that I made with their fathers on the day when I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, my covenant that they broke, though I was their husband, declares the Lord. Okay, so far, what's the difference between the new covenant and the covenant which they broke? So far, Israel broke it. That's the difference. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, declares the Lord. I will put my law within them. Is that new? Is that new? Is that a new part of the covenant? No. God says, circumcise your hearts, and then he says that he will circumcise the heart in the Torah, right? So putting the law within them is not new. That's not something that's new. And I'll write it on their hearts. So he'll circumcise the heart, right? Well, once again, that's not new. It could be argued that there's a new element to this or that it's done in a different way, but ultimately, we see in the Torah itself, God is going to circumcise our hearts, and we are going to be his people. Okay, continuing on, I'm in verse 33, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Is that new? I'll talk about that in a second. And no longer shall each one teach his neighbor and each his brother, saying, know the Lord. For they shall all know me, from the least of them to the greatest, declares the Lord. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more. Okay, so there's elements here that I think are new. What's new about it? Is it new that he's going to forgive the iniquity and remember their sins no more? Is that new? If we had faith in Yeshua, then no, right? It seems like King David, Moses. Moses is, okay, I get it. Jeremiah is after Moses, but, right? Abraham, all of the prophets, right? It seems like we have plenty of people who are, and if we get into the apostolic scriptures, right? We see that they're like Zechariah, right? John the Baptist's father was a righteous man. Continue listening to this conversation by clicking the full show link on the left side of your screen, or check out the video on the right that YouTube thinks you'll like. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you never miss content from Messiah Matters.